Oh, there you are. Hello, everybody. This is Elisha Keating from wisdomseekers.net, and we're here today with Maddies and Maddies Mindful Meditation or Mystic Moon Mama. And of course, we'll start out with talking about the energies, which are intense.
Freaking brutal, to put it mildly.
Oh, yeah, but they're not just intense; they're life-changing.
Yes.
Yeah, this and I'm talking from a personal level, not from what other people have said or something. I'm talking about all the people who yesterday called me and told me about events that literally changed the direction of their lives. And and some of them are really shocking. And like Lee Harris said, it will first appear as a real negative, but when you step back and look at it, it will be a extreme, it will end up positive. But in the meantime, you still have to live through the events, which is joy. Hopefully you've got people to talk to about things like that, or have a sounding board, because it does make a difference to have a sounding board.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and what was I going to say?
I don't know, but the energies are pretty bad that they're even affecting my cat.
Well, your cat's sensitive.
Oh, he's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
I swear to God, every 2 hours last night he was in my face, waking me up, jumping on me, right on, and on my stomach, and he's heavy.
He's got to
Just
be at least 10
knocked
pounds.
the wind out of me a few times.
Yeah. But it's affecting animals as well. But
Alexa, can you please play some meditation music?
but
Quiet.
it's also affecting our computer because we've already had it freeze 3 times before we got on.
Yeah, well, I said, good thing is your voice isn't freezing up with it, or my voice. I don't know who's freezing up. You freeze up for me, and I freeze up for you, I guess. But
Uh,
at least the voice still goes. So I hope that while I'm reading my meditation, it doesn't.
but honestly, energy does affect the computer, and with your energy is not as robust at the time you read the meditation, it should be fine.
Mhm.
As I know the other day, a couple of days ago, I had a I had a meeting with my webmaster, and I had somebody else on who at the same time who is also very much into energy, and whatever she was trying to do, nothing worked. And she's not into the arcane or anything. So when we said it's because there's two energy workers on at the same time, that's why it's not working, she did not believe us.
Hmm. Well, I see you're frozen up again for me.
Yeah, and you're not. So
Crazy.
yeah, it's probably the speed the two internets are not meshing because because
Just
the
say,
energy bounces back and forth. It might be that they're in a regular energy, it'd be fine, but because one energy is attuned to one level and your energy is attuned to slightly different, it might have a hey, somebody's sending us hearts. Thank you. Yeah.
yeah, well, the other day when we were on Sunday, and I said I was so dizzy and everything, then I listened to a podcast that Marianne Savino had done. I should send it to you. It was quite interesting. A lot of alien talk, and she did one of her channel.
Oh,
Uh,
right.
she did a prayer,
Yeah, the language of this the
the language of the Arcturians, I think it was. I'm not sure which group that she was channeling that through, but they were talking about solar flares, and we have had like what's the X class or the worst?
yep.
Oh, they were above X
Yeah.
class. and there was like two or three of them, and they were like 2 days before, and I'm assuming that the energies were slamming Earth about the day that I had all those dizzies and headaches and
Oh, do you want to hear something really great? It's
do
supposed to
what?
get really bad in 2025.
Son of a
Hey, Jennifer. Hi.
SOB.
Yes. Yep. Indubitably. One of the things I'd like to do though today, because Milton is supposed to touch down in Florida, and it's last I heard it was a 30 class, but that's still really horrendous. So maybe we can dedicate your
My
meditation
meditation
to,
too. Absolutely.
yeah, because I've been watching it on webcams and stuff. It's quite exciting.
I bet.
There's it just because it's interesting. One of the webcams has a bench, and everybody keeps making a bet on whether it's going to be there next time you look. And so far, it's been turning around. I think it must be chained to the spot or something.
Hmm. Well, I have a little piece to read as always.
Okay, cool.
It's
What are you wearing on your neck? Your necklace.
a place that you fixed for me.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's really pretty.
I thought I'd dress up today.
Yeah, I thought your blouse looked really nice.
Thank you. So this is, of course, by Ruby Page, and this is for the energies of today, October 9th. Today is the 9th. Hey, we can do pre-election starting the 11th, right?
I read somewhere we could do it now.
Oh, now? Do you know where we vote?
Nope, I still haven't got my card.
Well, I know I got something in the mail, but be damned if I can find it anywhere. I've gone through every little piece of paper that I have.
I got a thing that says that we're allowed to vote, but we're supposed to get a card.
Well, I'm wondering, I should check to see because sometimes in the pre-elections we can vote here up at the school. So I'm hoping that that's the case so I can get that out of the way just in case I have to leave town.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, of course. That would be a good idea.
Hmm.
Have you noticed that the NDP, that's in power now, they're changing a lot of their rationales.
Too bad.
Yeah, they're trying to
A little too late. Too little, too late.
yeah. Well, I mean, if they're doing it the last 3 weeks, does that mean they're going to switch it back the next as soon as if they're elected again? Yeah, so my trust level is pretty low.
I was just going to say, I frankly don't trust any of them, but you got to go with who you think is going to do something.
You gotta vote for the one you think may be the best.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we still, I'm surprised the federal election hasn't been called, or what do they call it? Prologue?
Prologue. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't been prologued at Ottawa.
Hmm.
But according to Freeland, they're not going to do that. It would be better if they voted non-confidence, honestly.
Yeah.
Except that the NDP is broke, so can't afford an election. So yeah, right now we're down with we do, down with we don't.
That's what they get for following you know who.
Well, what did he do to lose all that money?
Well, there's another question, right?
The SDT, whatever, the slush fund,
Hmm.
trying to make heads or tail of it. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police guy, top guy, he says, "Oh, I looked at that. I can't see that there was any wrongdoing."
Well, of course they're going to say that.
Well, yeah. Okay.
RCMP would get a mind of their own and stop believing and trusting in what these damn governments tell them.
Well, I think the armed forces and the Royal Canadian are kind of left right now. So that probably means that they're men who run around with lipstick, I guess. Oh, so
Well, we should probably get off that topic.
yes, before we get prologued ourselves. The thing is that I don't understand is why is it just barely getting into the news, the mainstream news? It's like 8 days today.
Well, I'm sure we know the reason to that.
Yeah, because they don't want it in the news because I guess only 11% of Canadians actually care. And I'm thinking, does it matter if only 11% of the Canadians actually care if it's a wrongdoing? Doesn't matter if it's only 0% of Canadians that
Or
actually care. It
this one
should be dealt with.
doesn't matter. It still matters.
Yeah, it's still illegal. And yes, we're going to dedicate, Jennifer, we're going to dedicate the meditation to
To
so you're
Florida.
talking about the Milton, or are you talking about Helena? Because
See, I'm not on our group. I can't see what's being said because I'm
you know, she's the
getting rid.
spirit for the hurricane victims in all of the states affected. And right now, I have things to I know things that I'd like to say, but FEMA has no money.
Yeah, I read that.
But the thing is, simple to redirect money from other places. Like,
Well, I'm sure all the governments are pros at doing that.
well, they're great at going to the Ukraine,
Or anywhere else in the world. They've got money for everybody else except for where it's actually needed.
like EVs. Did you know Ford is pulling out of EVs because nobody wants them?
Good.
Ate. Yeah.
Good. That's good. I don't see EVs going the way that they think that they're going to go.
Well, it doesn't work in Canada. As
Well,
soon as it gets
it's
cold,
useless in Canada for sure because
yeah.
our winters are so cold.
Soon as it gets cold, the electricity does not work. It's great in the summertime, but their estimated distance of 300 kilometers or miles, I'm not sure which it is. Not the people who own EVs say they don't make it. It doesn't make it to 300.
Oh, I know.
But I
And the
know some,
charging stations are not, there's not enough charging stations in between that they can
well, they
stop
take
and
9
charge.
hours to charge some of them, right? Which is pretty illogical. I mean, if you could charge it fast charging, that would be different. Same as a gas tune up, but
I know. I always laugh when I come out of Askies and I see all these people sitting there and they're sleeping in their cars. It's like, really, how long does it take you to do that? I can go to the gas station and be in and out in 2 minutes.
yeah, or if there's a lineup, 15.
Maybe.
Yeah. But I know in the wintertime, somebody came from Calgary to here and it takes what, 5 hours?
Hmm.
Took them 18 hours
Woo!
because they kept running out of electricity. Yeah,
Well, that's what you get for,
trying to be green.
yep. And even
Right?
though
But the thing
even
is,
though they're not green at all.
oh God, no. Gosh, no. They're what do you do with the batteries? The batteries when your EV goes 5 years,
Well,
you
there
need
was
might as well get a new EV.
there was a comment on a group on Facebook, and I had said that I put that the insurance company would wrote off the car, the brand new car, because it cost $60,000 to replace the battery. And
Exactly.
this guy just laughed and laughed at me and called me an idiot. And I'm like, seriously? I said, ignorance is alive and well in your life, isn't it? I said, why don't you go to the province newspaper, Google the story, and look it up? I said, it's not me saying this, it's in the newspaper.
And it's true. So Jennifer says both Helena and Milton have caused devastation on a few different in the few different states.
Yeah.
I I can't say things on here about geoengineering of weather, long and sad story. Yes, it's there's a few really good website YouTube sites that I listen to that talk about it actually. And the government is also preventing regular people from helping the victims since they don't have.
Like our government last year with all the fires going on, where they
They
prevented
did the
people from
same thing. Yeah.
stopping the fires and helping people with the fires and putting out fires. And I
What
said,
the what
these governments are all in cahoots. They
no,
all
they
get together
they're all part of WEF. But
because
the
I'm
thing what
listening
you want to do is, as soon as they start doing something like that, pull out your phone and start videoing them. It does make a difference. I also know that one of the FEMA guys down in North Carolina had the bejeebers beaten out of them because the people said, that's enough.
to this guy that was spewing about the American government. You know, like they said, we've never, and it's exactly what our government is doing to us.
Well,
I said, you don't think that these governments are not getting together? I said, they all have the same agenda.
they have in Davos, they had a summer Davos in China this year. And it was very quiet on the QT. But I mean, same thing's happening in South America, except for
Like the biggest thing that got me was cutting off our freedom of speech.
yeah, that's one thing about prolonging the government or not allowing. Thank God they can't do that. But did you know that Bill C-266 something or other will prevent us from eating meat?
What?
Yes.
Well, good luck with that one.
Oh, it goes
And
under.
have to throw everybody in jail.
Well, yeah, but it goes under the. It was supposed to be who, and then everybody complained, nope, we're not doing the who because too many us's complained about it. So they wrote in Canada, they wrote their own for getting ready for the next pandemic. And that was one of the things that's,
Well, I see, and that's why I'm just trying to not listen to any of the news because this is all very upsetting, especially when they start talking about finances. It's
but
like
the
I
thing
have
is,
vision of all my investments going right down the tubes and me living on the street.
I think if that was going to happen, it would have happened already. I think the reason we want to know about this is so that we wake up. Well, you and I and Jennifer and Tay definitely awake. How
Yeah.
many other people are going, what WTF? This is illogical because I didn't know anything about this. And one just as a side though, in North in the Carolinas, people with mules are getting together and packing things into the people who are not. I think the Carolinas, they're tough people. They're not going to listen to FEMA and what the law says.
Hmm.
So
Well, I'm going to read my little blip now
yeah,
before we get too much carried away with our government talk.
well, yeah. It's sad, but any government that's over 260 years old is top heavy, and it needs to topple.
And it's going to.
Well, I don't think we have a choice. If we want to survive as a free race, we cannot allow our freedom of speech to be taken away.
Hmm.
I do not want to eat bugs. I'm not saying that I don't like them because I've had bugs and I love them. The way they were prepared, they were delicious. But this exoskeleton, there's no way to prepare it where it is not a cancerogenic. It's not cancerogenic, right? So
Mm,
read the back of your labels because they're shoving those little bugs into the food now.
into everything.
Yeah, and it is poisonous.
On fresh fruits and vegetables and meat from your local butcher.
Yeah, make it from scratch. And that
Exactly.
includes trying to figure out how to make flour from scratch. I can't do that, but I
Oh,
need a bigger mill.
oh. Well, there's all kinds of things that you can make flour out of. I was watching something the other day. Zucchini is one, but
Yeah, you have to dry it and everything. I like chickpea flour, honestly.
there's numerous flours that you can use out there.
Yeah, the only thing is when you make breads and stuff, you need a little bit of gluten in there. So if you get the ancient grains, like I can't pronounce it correctly, acorn or things like that, they have enough gluten in it to make the breads and everything.
Mm,
And acorn is delicious. It has a sweet nutty flavor.
mm,
Anyhow, we should go on. Let's see. Jennifer says some people are still some people are still helping to find people and sending help even though they were told not to. But yeah, I don't think in this case you want to listen. Anyhow, I won't say that because what I do, I try to listen to some of it, but I ignore some of it as well. The the trick is not to hear it, but step back from it so you know what's happening. But if you reach it from an emotional point of view, you're going to drown. But if you do it from a and I never say do logic, but you need to do it from a strictly logical point of view. And then the actions that come out of it from your heart, but know it from a logical point of view so that it does not drown you, because it will. And anybody who's psychic or spiritual, we're intuitive. It's we either will
well,
end up
the
insane.
energies that are coming in right now apparently are not only. I was listening to this podcast again yesterday. It was the same one that I was talking about, and they're saying that we're getting more intuitive, but a lot of it's coming through our dreams.
Well,
So when
well,
you
with the
dream
current,
something, it's actually
yeah,
a premonition of things to come. And
yeah,
my dream that I had last week is exactly a prime example of that.
yeah, no, yeah, it's exactly that. Myself, I'm not a dreamer. I mean, I've had one dream I remembered in the last two dreams I've had the last month that I remember. But I notice when I'm talking to people, my intuitions are going, okay, I hear you, and then this is what's going to happen. And and I noticed that personally I've noticed, and I asked my daughter if it was true because she doesn't play favorites, especially with me.
Mm.
My intuition becomes stronger. Anyhow, let's hear what you have to say, and I will shut up for a bit.
So this is for today, Wednesday, October 9th. I should probably try to read for the next day because
I know something's big supposed to happen on the 10th.
what's on?
Something big is supposed to happen on the 10th.
Like what?
I didn't read it. I just read the headline and I thought, yeah, every
Oh,
day something big is supposed to
I
happen.
bed again tomorrow.
Yeah.
I kind of did that. I just hibernated today. I
Well,
after
so did I. That's why we were late getting on.
my news yesterday. I just kind of wanted to stay behind closed doors. I will talk about it at one point. I'm just not ready to do that right now.
And if there's no rush, you can wait till next year even.
Yeah, but I just yeah, I turned off all my lights pretty much. And well, a friend told me that I should just meditate and listen to music, which I did, but I added about 8 vodkas to that,
How's your head?
which was not a good idea. I'm not feeling so hot today.
Oh, so I did. A friend of ours, Jenna, just sent me. I guess we're being pummeled right now by corneal mass ejections.
Yes, ma'am.
She says we are just getting pummeled. Oh, cool. That's why my head hurts.
Yes, well, yeah, dizzy, headaches, tired, nauseous.
Yeah.
Uh, that is all attributed to my 7 or 8 vodkas that I had last night.
Uh, yeah.
I don't know why I did that. Of course, I didn't. I never feel like I've had anything to drink while I'm drinking.
Of course not.
Next day, that kicks me right to the Batinski. I did manage to get some cookies made today, but I had to wait because I had my appliance guy came to fix my dryer, I mean my washing machine. So I really couldn't be laying in bed while he was doing that. So I made cookies.
Probably not a good idea. I made snow. I don't
So
know what they didn't have a name actually, but they were supposed to be little balls of coconut and
snowballs.
but I didn't. I put chocolate in them, and instead of putting little balls, I just put them in a flat thing and cut them up because I thought that's too much work. Tastes really good.
I know I'm not real big cookie eater, but I'm hungry and I'm way too lazy to cook. So I've just been having a couple of spoons of this and a couple of spoons of that and a piece of toast and just enough to take the edge off. And it doesn't last long though. So
Yeah.
I'm unfortunately going to have to try and cook myself something for dinner or I'm going to faint.
Why? What about a sandwich and soup?
Oh, I've got a salad already in the fridge, so I'll probably
Oh
just
well, then there you go.
and throw that on there or something.
Yeah. So it's Emmanuel's Saturday, so I made a German pancake. I
Mm.
won't cook again today.
All right, so I'm going to get reading this then. It's not very
Yes.
long. Now we can talk a little bit more. Or
Well, it's all right. I mean,
it's not. We're not usually done till 6 anyway.
yeah, but I'm a bit of a motor mouth lady. Oh, you
Well,
know, the lower my iron goes, the faster my mouth goes.
excuse me, and my throat again today. Just
Yeah, there's a lot of people with sore throats.
well, it's
Uh,
not sore, but it just I get it's like I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think it's just the energy. I know because when I working with somebody and the energy gets caught in my throat. I'm going trying to
Hmm.
expel it and get it moving.
Mine's like it gets full of phlegm or something. It's just weird.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of people do it differently. So if phlegm would the lymphatic system, I think, has a lot to do with
Maybe
the
I should take my little thingy and
yeah.
do my
Yeah, because I do think the lymphatic system has a lot to do with our energy system.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because as soon as something gets blocked up, it's your neck, right? Or your knee, your whatever groin area, or another
Hmm.
areas too.
Yeah.
So, and that's I would really remember on Sunday we had that lady say she had a sore back.
Hmm.
I really like to know how that worked out.
Well, hopefully she'll be on next Sunday. We can ask.
If you remember who it was.
Well, I'll go back and read the comments and make a note of her name.
Yeah. Because I was really, really sure that that was an energy block.
And that was another thing too. Talking to my friend Erin yesterday, she said that she had gone back and listened to our Sunday live from 2 Sundays ago, and she said, "Does Elijah allow that many commercials?" And I said, "I don't even know if she's allowed commercials." She
Oh,
goes,
I have no choice.
"Money."
I have no choice.
But she said there was like a lot of them. I said, maybe
Yeah,
that's we had so many likes then.
maybe, but I have no choice.
Don't understand. Really? Are they
Yeah.
paying for it? Because she said if you don't give them permission, they need to be paying you so much per thousand people that's watching or that you have subscribed.
Oh, they're supposed to, yeah. I've got like $40 in that fund
Woo,
for like 6 months.
rolling in the dough.
Oh, yeah. And they're going to cut me off even more because I haven't got, I need to prove to them how much money I make so that the American government doesn't take it away and give it to the Canadian government.
Doesn't take your $40 from you.
Well, probably like $20 they'll take, you know. Whoa, I think I'm going to live with that.
Good Lord, you'll be on the street soon.
Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah, no, I have no. I have absolutely zero. The way it's written, I have zero control over the.
Now that I understand how the payment works, I understand why some of the people that I follow on YouTube do so many podcasts or interviews or whatever
Yeah.
because they pay very much. And but
Well, the government they take at least you get 70% if you get money from from people. They take I get maybe 70%. They get 30. They take a huge cut out of it.
well, that's way more than what Aaron thought you were supposed to get. So all
Yeah.
right,
No, it could be wrong. I could you get they could get 40%. It's a huge cut that they
she said
take.
that something like 5 cents on every 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, I don't know about that. I
I
just
said so she makes like 30 cents a day.
well, no, I think it
That's when she said it depends on how many podcasts you do in a week.
yeah, and we do too, right?
Well,
And we don't, and it depends whether,
4 actually.
pardon?
Sunday, 3. Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still basically two a week
Yeah,
because you have to move one to the next week.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's
the YouTube is, and they'll demonetize you for the slightest thing too.
hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell them what I want it before or after a show, but in the long one, I think they just cut it in.
Hmm.
I think they do what they want because I have put it in the after, not in the middle.
And everybody do what they want except for the people that want to do stuff.
Well, YouTube is, if I had a choice, I would not be there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know where else to go.
Too many platforms out there to do this on that you know your people are going to be following.
Exactly like Rumble, but that's a right wing. I Dissonance, I think, is another one, but they all cost me money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's like $30 American a month for
Oh, that's a,
Rumble.
like that's a
If
lot.
that, and I don't make $30 a month. So
So here we are.
yeah, but we did get 105 views from Sunday.
Oh, the last time I checked, it was only like 42 or something.
Yeah, no, I just looked before we got on, it was 105. And I go, whoa, where did that happen?
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens by next Sunday. Maybe we'll match that 155 and get better. Well, and that's another thing too. When I messaged you yesterday, we had 155 views, so there's 55 there. Our video was what was it? 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 15 seconds. So there's ones and fives there.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was something else I sent you that ended up being a number 55.
There's 1 5, yeah.
Ones and fives. There are a lot of
Yeah.
ones and fives going on, which I think is new beginnings and big changes.
Yeah, well, the definitely the right numbers for October.
Yep.
I mean, everybody says that people who are Libran, they're going to start the month as one reality and finish it as another one, but so far not seeing it, but
Well,
I'm
it's
seeing
still
it
kind
with
of early in
everybody
the month.
else.
It is still kind of early in the month.
Well, we're a third of the way through, almost a
I
third
know.
of the
I
way.
know already, right?
I know, like my daughter Jen says she gets to see the doctor or specialist for her knee on the 1st of November. And I said, well, that's pretty soon. He says, yeah, it's basically a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to get reading.
And I'll shut up.
Try this again. So today, the moon has moved into practical Capricorn, giving us a mix of independence and reliability. We may have a stronger need to be independent and go it alone. At the same time, we're solid and dependable for our family and dedicated to our work. But the moon squares Neptune, so we should be careful. We might feel confused or emotionally insecure. Isn't that like an everyday thing these days? And strange feelings or experiences could have us questioning reality. Like, again, is that not normal these days? Our perceptions might be off, and we could be misled by others or even ourselves. It's best not to take things too seriously at first and to hold off on making important decisions based on initial impressions. Our dream world is quite vivid, and we might get a visit from loved ones who are passed over to the other side. Hmm. Jupiter retrograde. Jupiter goes retrograde today, and oh, that's probably a lot of what the energies are today, too.
It goes
They will,
retrograde in Mars, doesn't it?
um,
Or Capricorn.
well, this is the Capricorn. It is Capricorn right now.
So if it goes,
The moon has moved into Capricorn, and it doesn't really say where Jupiter is. It's just retrograde. Goes
it's either,
retrograde today and will stay there until February 4th, 2025.
so it's Mars.
Today, we might focus on sharing our beliefs, morals, and values, or growing and improving together. We might need to slow down on projects or plans with Jupiter in retrograde. This pause can be helpful, giving us time to gain perspective over the next 4 months. At first, our enthusiasm and confidence might dip, and we could have crisis of faith or hope. But this is a great time for introspection and growth. That kind of follows in with what Lee Harris said, where he said it's whatever is happening this month will initially seem like it's not for the best,
Yeah.
but ends up to be for the better of us.
So hang on to that tight.
I do hang on to that.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody hang on to that because that's,
Yeah.
uh,
Jupiter retrograde invites us to look inward and discover what makes us truly happy. I don't even know what that is anymore. It's a time to think about the future, focusing on our spiritual and material growth. Strive to be the best version of yourself during this cycle. You might have to face some tests to ensure you're ready for the good fortune, ideal relationship, or increased wealth you desire. That was another thing I was listening to in this other lady. She said that a lot of people that she knows, their manifestations are starting to come true, and not just kind of coming true, like coming true exactly the way they want it to happen. If it's the guy that you're looking for and you've described, I want this tall, dark haired, muscular guy that's an electrician, boom, there he is. And
just don't
everything.
forget the hair. No, 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 it's true. This lady described what she wanted right down to a T, but she forgot that she wanted a full head of hair and he was bald.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with a good bald head out there. I know I've never been
I like bald head men,
bald
actually.
heads, but in the last, I don't know, the last year or so, I'm finding men that are bald kind of attractive.
Well, they have a lot of testosterone. That's why they're bald.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to find the article on what Jennifer Swab was talking about the geoengineering, and I can't exactly find it, but it's with Patrick David Betts. No, Patrick Betts David. And I really like him. Can you can't see him.
Not
But,
really.
but I think he's an Iranian that lived in a tent city when he was 12 and then came to the US and became a millionaire.
Hmm.
And he's really super smart.
Can I finish reading my thing?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I know it's very hard to stop talking about stuff because there's lots to talk about.
There's a lot of really interesting things out there right now. But
Yeah.
he's really balanced in his thinking.
Hmm. It also says Jupiter's retrograde will take place entirely in the sign of Gemini. Gemini is fickle, curious, and quick to skim the surface rather than dive deep into topics. Mixing Jupiter's grandiose nature with Gemini's fact gathering urge can lead to a scattered mind and information overload. The downside of Jupiter in Gemini is that it might cause superficiality and quick exchanges of information, missing out on deeper experiences. However, the upside is that Jupiter in Gemini encourages experimentation, including our curiosities and gaining wisdom through diverse perspectives. Enjoy.
Well, the thing about Gemini is a little bit like Libra. It's that they have two perspectives all the time.
Okay. So the comet that's going is in the southern skies. So now I know what sky to look at when I go out because I've been trying to watch for it, but it's usually everything happens in the northern skies, and I just haven't been seeing it. So I've been looking in the wrong direction.
But the 14th is when will be the biggest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you're right, Jennifer, you and manifestations, that would be something ideal for you to work on right now.
All right. I'm going to click into us now. Oh, better turn my volume down. Where the heck did you go? There you are. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Tay Tay. Thank goodness we have two beautiful ladies watching us today. It says 5 people watching.
Well, cool. Thank you. So I don't know if this is funny or not, but Bill Gates says if he will leave the United States if the Epstein client list is released. Okay, I think that is hilarious. So I don't know if anybody follows the Canadian news, but there's Northern Perspective. If you watch that, they're fairly balanced purveyors of news. And he says prorogation may be imminent.
What will?
The canceling of Parliament, which doesn't mean we'll have an election. It just means we won't have an election until we have to go into the next session. Except when the next session goes in, they have to give a throne speech, and at that time they can do a non-confidence. So it might be we'll have a spring election.
Hmm.
It'll give the NDP time to find some money.
Well, they're scrambling. They haven't phoned me yet, but they have phoned you. I don't know why they haven't phoned me. I get a lot. Well, I don't even get anything on my landline anymore. I don't think, other than scammers.
Yeah, I don't answer anyhow because I'm not.
No, I don't. No, if I don't know the number, I don't answer.
Well, it says
Which is weird because I answered the phone yesterday morning when you know who called, and yeah, something said pick up the phone.
sometimes it's just weird what happens, right?
There's that intuition kicking in, right?
Yeah. Patrick Betts David, he is amazing. And he's very, very, very almost, yeah, balanced in his viewpoint. And he did a show on government control of weather, but he
Mhm.
didn't point fingers when he did it. He just said, these are the facts.
Just
And
the
it
facts,
started
ma'am.
way back in the 70s.
Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts.
Yeah, well, he's smart. But he had some guy on who's a pedophile,
Mhm.
and the guy was quite rude to him, and he went after him like, whoa.
You're very welcome, Jennifer. Like I said, we have two very beautiful ladies with us today.
Well, yeah, no, I know. But it's the truth, right?
Yeah,
Anyhow, I will shut up again so you can finish.
I was done.
Oh, wow.
So we're good.
No, that's good. Yeah, so prorogation is yeah, yeah. It would be better to have a vote of non-confidence. That way we could have a Christmas election.
Yeah.
But
Well,
the next one will be election in March.
hmm.
As long as they don't put through those three bills, the one that zips our
I
rights, the
thought they
one
couldn't
that
put anything through. I thought they shut down the Senate until the government hands over all those papers to the RCMP, which they're not doing.
yeah, and that's why they're going in for prorogation. And when that happens, all the bills are gone. Zero bills.
I
They
get
have
some
to start from scratch.
be able to see some news from outside of Canada, maybe.
No, 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 those ones are already passed. They're the ones that are going through, like the ones where they will tell us what we can and can't eat, the ones where they tell us what we can and cannot say.
So Jennifer's
Patrick,
just saying,
yeah, Patrick,
That's
that's
David.
David.
I hope I spelt that correctly. I do follow some Canadian YouTubers that give
Oh, no,
updates
he's American.
on how Canada is doing and how the government treats everyone there. Yeah, well, they treats us like shh.
Yeah.
Right.
We live in, we do
We
not
don't
live in
count. We
democracy.
don't count whatsoever.
So look for Northern Perspective, that they're, because I follow a few YouTubers. They're the most balanced of the YouTubers I follow. Creighton's right. He gets too angry. Uh, and there's a couple other, but the what's the fringe? The fringe minority or something like that. He's not bad. And then there's Mr. Sunshine Baby, but he uses clickbait. And so he might be interesting, but he annoys me because he uses clickbait. But Northern Perspective, they were actually part of the government, and the government found out that they were doing these YouTubes, and they says you quit the YouTube or get fired,
Really?
and they got fired.
Well, sometimes there's priorities.
And they actually know the rules. They actually know, like yesterday when Pierre Poilievre was barred from asking any more questions in Parliament, a lot of people said, "Oh, that's wrong. He should be allowed." But technically, he did say things wrong, and so that was technically they were right. And the Northern Perspectives were the only ones that said that. So yeah,
Hmm. I will look up Northern Perspectives. I work on my manifesting as suggested, Elijah. Yeah.
yeah, that's a good
Pay
idea.
attention to your dreams also.
Yeah, and I do believe
Seriously, because
Jennifer dream. I
apparently a
think
lot of our manifestations are coming through in our dreams, but then actually becoming reality in life.
I think Jennifer's a dreamer too. If I
Well, why I have been having a few dreams lately is beyond me. Maybe my dreams are coming back. Like I said, I used to in my 20s and 30s dream like crazy. And I used to just really look forward to going to sleep because I would just have so many flooded colors in my that it was easy to fall asleep, and I would look forward to it. Now it's just dark, and very rarely do I remember dreams. I really like Amelia.
Ik- Unobi.
She talks about things in a calmed, direct way. She also is a mix of politics and pop culture. She's very informative.
Yeah, that's the kind of people I like who don't, you know, I understand because some of the things that are happening to us are just irrational and they're frustrating me, but I want my news to be balanced.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a woman here in Canada. I think she got kicked out of the mainstream media in the summer, and she's actually really good too, but I can't remember her name off the bat. Pretty blonde, that's all I can tell you.
And
That,
not blonde in a haha way.
uh, so Amala, I will look her up.
Well, I should probably
Yes, you should, and I should shut up.
reckon, and it's getting to be almost 6 o'clock. Can't
Oh,
believe we've been here almost
really?
already.
Yeah, that's fast.
Yeah.
I'm a chatterbox today.
Well, you know what? That's good. That's good. I missed the chatterbox because she's been quiet the last month or two.
My brain without the oxygen, my brain is slower, right? And it's frustrating as hey. But when I get in the energy, yeah, I don't have any of those symptoms, right?
Right.
But as soon as I'm
Jenna
out of the
says,
energy, my brain's slow. My daughter says something, and I said, just because my brain's slow doesn't mean I don't know what I'm saying.
Jennifer says she also watches Maverick Media and Rebel News. I think the guy from Maverick Media used to work for Canadian mainstream media and he walked away.
Yeah, I don't know, Maverick. I'm not over the top. Rebel News is just too angry, too frustrated, too in your face. I really like True North.
Hmm.
I actually send them money every month uh, because I find that they're a little more balanced than some of the other. And Epoch. I really like Epoch because they try to do
Well,
mainstream.
it's kind of funny that I can't, when you send me stuff, I can't access it, but yet they're always sending me emails on stuff. So it's not like I'm not connected to Epoch, but they just won't let me see the articles that you send.
You have to pay for it. That's why I pay $14 a month
Hmm.
because their news is up to date. Because you send me news and I've read it already because their news is really right up to date and you get American and Canadian.
Right.
The only thing is I've noticed they have not talked about the uh, Parliament in Canada being shut down.
Hmm.
But
Well, it's
they have a lot of
going
really
to.
cool.
They're
Pardon?
probably banned from talking about it.
No, because they've got another news. But the thing I like about Epoch, they also have good information on health and things like that. There's this one guy he interviews top doctors about the health, and he's really interesting.
Hmm.
And I mean, mostly you listen to things about health, but this guy's really interesting. So anyhow, I like them, and I've been subscribed for a couple of years now. Anyhow, I shut up again. I will talk to you later.
Okay, I'm sure we will talk right after I'm done. Although I'm looking forward to having a quick bite to eat and going for a bath and getting the hell back to bed.
And Jennifer, she says, my mom sent some stuff for the baby, then
Oh,
texted me if Haley liked it. I thank her and sent pictures of the baby, but I have boundaries and still don't want to have. Yeah, I wouldn't either. She's not going to change.
yeah.
Also, you never
Still
send us
waiting for
pictures.
pictures. Still need some of those pictures of that baby.
I have to get new ones. I guess he's as big as a 1-year-old baby.
Jennifer's grandson?
My grandson.
Oh, I'm talking about Jennifer's grandson. She's
Yeah,
supposed
we're
to send
waiting.
you
We're wait.
pictures.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting. That's I just told her we're waiting for it.
Mhm.
But my grandson, I guess he's as big as a 1 year old already. He's 4 months old. He's going to be a 6 footer.
Hmm.
Oh, his father's tall. Please, thank you. Send it to one of us, and we'll set out for one of us will forward it.
Well,
Okay.
she probably has you. She doesn't have. We're not connected on Messenger or anything,
Oh,
so
okay.
best to send them to you.
Yeah. Well, we are connected. That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I will. I will let you go, and thank you very much for putting up with me today, Maddie.
Hey, it's always fun. Like I
Oh,
said, this is
uh,
usually the highlight of my day when we do these things.
I was talking to Sabi yesterday, and she said that your intuitions are getting so much better.
Mine?
Yes, yours.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you, Sabi. I'm sure you'll watch this later.
she always does.
Oh, yeah. I had to message her to put her on alert to come and house sit for me.
No, she said she wouldn't mind driving you down if she could use your car,
Oh,
but you can talk to her about that, not me.
I might have to take my other car because I don't have the proper
Winter
tire
tires, yeah.
through the mountains. Yeah, I don't even know if my other car is reliable enough to get me through the mountains. But if she would drive me down, that would be awesome. Does she have? Because I'm staying with a friend, so and my sister is going to fly in to be with me.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh,
I know she's got people on the island.
who's going to come and watch my Charlie if she comes?
Well,
She's
then
a house sitter.
she's better off as a housekeeper, than house sitter than.
Well, I'd find somebody. I'm sure I might have to pay them though.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Thank
All right,
you.
talk to you soon.
Yes.
So we're just going to give a little smudgeroo, clear some of the. I'll try to clear some of these energies out. I can feel that my throat is trying to tighten up again. So excuse me if I have to stop and give a little cough every once in a while. So, we all know that meditation is good for us, and the best meditation to do is one where you have absolutely no music, no guided meditation. You can clear your mind, but clearing your mind, we all know how hard that is to do. So, I am your one step closer to getting to that quieting of your mind. And I hope that you enjoy my meditation. We're going to call in the divine, spirit guides, source, angels. Bring the white light in to join our meditation, and I hope that I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you find some resonation with it. Once again, I do not know what it's about. Blind picked it out of my pile. One of these days, I'm going to write a new meditation and shock the hell out of everybody. So I would like to invite you to settle into the surface beneath you. Make sure you have nothing to do for the next few minutes. Sink yourself down into your seat, your bed, your bath, or wherever it is you are most comfortable. Take a deep breath in, bring it down into your belly, bring it past your throat, into your chest. Feel your belly rise and gently fall on your exhale. You can feel your body relaxing with each deep breath you take. Bring your breath back to its normal rhythm. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Concentrate on each breath. Clear your mind. Start by visualizing the top of your head swirling with a beautiful golden glittery vortex of light. This vortex funnels down into the top of your head, creating a tingling sensation that surges down into your body, giving you goosebumps that travel from the top of your head, down your throat, your chest, your stomach, your legs, and out your feet into the air, only to float back up to the top of your head, cocooning you in the beautiful golden light from the vortex, relaxing you even further into your seat. You take in another deep breath, bringing this beautiful light down into your heart. Excuse me. See it pulsating into every vein and valve with each beat. You can't help but feel the most powerful sensation of love go through you with each breath. On your exhale, you see this beautiful golden light flow out and around you, filling you with so much love. Slowly, a vision comes to your mind. You're walking down a path. Your feet are bare, and the path is made of the softest sand that tickles as it squishes up through all your toes. There are beautiful, lush trees all around you, giving you shade from the sun shining brightly above you. You can feel the warmth from the rays finding their way through the leaves, gently touching your skin, letting you feel so calm and relaxed. You can feel your body soften a bit more. You take in a deep breath. The air is so crisp and clean. It feels so fresh in your lungs. You give a big sigh of gratitude for this moment in time. You continue down the path, gazing in awe at all of the different plant life around you, from beautiful trees to overgrown ferns to a wide variety of wildflowers of all sizes and colors. The air carries an aroma so intoxicating that you just stop in your tracks to take in a few deep breaths, bringing it into your heart, filling you with an even higher level of love and joy that you already carried deep in your soul, far exceeding anything you have ever felt. The path gently veers to the right. A clearing emerges that leads to a large meadow. Once again, there are wildflowers all around you. Bees and butterflies are flitting from one flower to the next, each of them collecting so much pollen that it's dragging down their flight abilities. But they eventually fly away, only to be replaced with new, fresh bees and butterflies. You gaze up in time to see a beautiful bald eagle flying over you. He soars ever so gently through the skies. He slowly floats down towards you, gliding over you. He ever so graciously gifts you one of his feathers, landing it right next to you. This is one of the most powerful moments of your life. You hold the feather close to your heart as tears of gratitude take over you, leaving you feeling so much love that your heart could explode. You glance up to see the eagle coming down to encircle you once more, gently touching you with his wing before taking flight back to the forest. You close your eyes, take a deep breath, filled with so much gratitude. On your exhale, you open your eyes to see the most hypnotizing sunset. The colors are deep and so vivid. You take in another deep breath, bringing even more gratitude and love for all of the beauty and gifts Gaia has to offer into your heart. I would like you, I would like to ask you to slowly come back, gently open your eyes if you've had them closed. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your shoulders gently and take in a nice, deep breath. And slowly exhale. And welcome back. I would like to thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Don't forget to give some likes, comments, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. That's huge for the algorithms of Elijah's page. And with that, I would just like to say my heart feels your heart. And please don't forget to spread the love. Namaste.